Welcome to the National Museum of Philippines, Bohol. To formally start, so we need to introduce ourselves. So we are from Bohol State University, taking the Space Tourism program. And then I am Trixie Jane Neguser, a first year student. And I am Sarah and I am Julia Marquez. We conducted this interviews were in line with our subjects. TBT, wherein we are asked to interview a tourism practitioner or hospitality practitioners and who are one of our choice. And is it okay if we can get their informations?
Okay, so I'll introduce myself. So I am Neil Gerard Reyes, Information Officer of the National Museum. Started as a music and naging sa Information Officer 10 years ago. I'm also a tourism graduate from so I'm part of the first batch of tourism students from Egypt.
Based on your experience, what changes have you noticed in the tourism or hospitality industry since you started working? What are the experiences that you were here before and until now?
Well, specifically in Bohol, based on my experience, especially that I have during my internship, because it was a requirement before graduation that I have in job training. So I was, let's say, I would want to say lucky. I had the opportunity to have an internship in the provincial tourism office. And eventually, in 2014, I was also able to work there for, let's say, from 2014 to 2017. So when I started working in the Bohol Tourism Office, so it's provincial government, what I really noticed, if you can remember, 2014 was the year which, or the year after the 2013 so when I was still studying, I decided to take up tourism. It was very I think it has always been stated the standard in terms of conservation, preservation, and sustainability. So since we are much reliant on natural and cultural heritage, so these are tourism sites, whether it be natural or cultural. Sa eskwela lang emphasize nila sustainability because they just keep on thinking about progress. So in this sense, tourism disregards sustainability, protection, and conservation. And eventually it would just die down. So when I started working with the provincial tourism office, that was also the time that I was able to say the province was getting more sensitive when it comes to sustainability, especially that after the earthquake in 2013. That was also the time that provincial government ventured into tourism. So mas environmental conscious ang atong programs that they offer after the earthquake. And then eventually that was also the time that the provincial government decided to go for the UNESCO Geopark designation. So we talk about UNESCO Global Geopark sa ato ng nagkaroon year already 2026. Kita ng evaluation reassessment para ma-retain na ito ang designation as a Global Geopark by UNESCO. So this is a major change yan. So if ako i-relate sa inyo ng students, sa classroom lang ka, itako lang na siya nato about sustainability. Discuss na sa teacher, I think na siguro na yung subject na mo-revise. So, magawas ko na sa mga discussion of sustainability. And then eventually, when you started working, sa whole case nga, government, tourism office, so mas kitako rin na siya. Maybe in other provinces or cities, hindi ka naman conscious because they have not experienced the same calamities. Just like Bohol, but itong experience ko na calamities, that was a turning point. Kasi maybe a blessing in disguise, like maybe more choose responsible in terms of sustainability. That's why we also went for the GeoPark designation. So personally, I can see the major development change, and to go for the GeoPark designation is a major risk for the tourism industry, for the private, especially for the private sector to risk that yung GeoPark nag-isbela na ang tourism, magawa sa kanila. So, kaya yung tourism is everybody's business. So, negosyo din siya. So, naka-geopark, you are in tourism, let's say, destination. Hindi ka pwede makatara-tara o kuna-kuna yung negosyo lang. So, yung nag-prioritize ang sustainability. As you are all aware, natin mga sites na close, natin mga sites na controversial, natin mga sites na undergoing rehabilitation, and then eventually we open up the planning. Like the whale shark, siya, giving these news na November, siya. So, kana major change, learning points sa all na akong witness kasi tourism student, and eventually kasi practitioner, and eventually I started working sa museum.
Same tradition ko isa ng mga close kaya mo sir updates week may puro sa
sustainability, environment, protection, consciousness. So, kato, let's say, kapital ba ito? Ang yari yung mindset na ito. And even the LGU, ang barangay, o ang LGU, and then siguro ang Central DNR, wala na kayo na street. Ang taong negosyante, yung mga is kapag negosyo, business, and then ang barangay po, ang taong LGU, kung may negosyo, anong lugar, kung benefit man na sila, kung benefit po lang community, yan naman ang tourism, ang ginay, sa kawalan na, ang term, yung ay makita, ang uman po naka-benefit, but eventually wala sa ilang mindset na pag-develop nila ng product, ang aside, i-violate na sila o environmental laws. Overlook nila probably. I wouldn't want to say nga ito yung or wala na din sila doon na una but sina-overlook and then eventually nakuha ang GeoPark designation. Ang mga tao kumbaga is parang hindi na po lang mga monuments. So, ang mga tao nga kalimutan ba yan karoon kayo internet lang, may makita comment tayo ng mga tao kada din naman very accessible. So, isang hindi ko kayo ka good steward or na kayo masulti, ma-comment. So, morning. But in terms of overall, I think ang government will have to is siya na nagalita. So, that's what they are trying to do also. Take part especially in yung mga young generation ng mga tourism, future tourism practitioners. Kaya ako naman ako lagi yan. So, it's for you na po sulod niya yun ang makita.
So my question is, what do you think are some of the major reasons why more people are traveling or using tourism and hospitality services
Today, ang primary reason na ang tao siguro is engage with tourism. Like for my example is kanang tourism student ka, ang ato yung why do people travel? There are two reasons. Leisure or business para makita. And then, kung may isang businessman ka or ako government worker, kung ako na magunahon ako, kung travel ko, not because of business, but primarily, leisure din siya. Yan ang engage with the leisure activities. I think because also, kaya akong kalimutan is nagka-stressful. Kanya mo na nga, ito po tao, normal lang mo sa ito, mga ibugda, you want to experience say nasa laing lugar, nasa laing lakit, whether it be within the Philippines, within the province, or outside the country. So kung ako kailangan sa akong experience niya, niya ko yung capacity niya na-promote na tapos na-promote sa work. So may opportunity na may increase ang akong income. Then sa akong case is single ako. I have friends. Ako mga friends, reliant ko sa mga friends niya. Sila ang plano sa trip. So, well budgeted. I am not rich. Siguro ako mga friends ang may kwarta. Sila mong pilo na sa trip. So, ako lang sa akong case, personal magyapon din. So, escape. Escape niya. Yung pahuway. Even ako now, government worker ka, even private worker ka, naman ako. encouragement, bakasyon ka na naman ikaw wellness leave. So, tapos aside sa first leave o vacation leave, tapos ginagawa ko wellness leave. So, wala mo ba huwag? So, you grab that chance. Hindi mo na lang yung practice. You plan it, prepare this effort. So, even if the person has no, let's say, much capacity financially, as long as the desire is there, manitaan ang bagay sa tao. Ang tao may desire, as long as hardworking, may problema. So, it's wonderful to experience other communities, other cultures, learn from that. Very blessing and have enjoy it. Worker na ka, enjoy what you are.
So what are the factors or the reason?
Factors that favor the growth of tourism. Naghamang factors. But ang major with ana siguro is ang first ana is ang wonder sa lugar. The experience there, kung sa ma-offer mo yung experience. Okay. Ang purpose ni mo, travel ka, primarily yung issue man. So, is it worth it nga to ka? Malipay pa ka? O, kasi makikita, makaon mo dito. So, una, and for me, is the first factor. Kasi naanin ito, something different. Wala. Or even if present in tayo sa lugar, say different. Okay, pwede makakumpare. If you travel to Vietnam, mura na siya Philippines. Naa siya lahi nga branding po dahil nga experience. Which is, anak po musod ang second factor. Sa ay ko ba ka? Nanay mo ipakita na experience. Experience includes the wonder of the meaning of place of the destination. Kung manila na ka ma-attract ka, may desire na gawin mo. I think the second word is so how affordable the price. Kaya ba sa inyong busa mag-travel ka ito? So, sa akong personal po experience, kaluharan ako naka-go outside the country. Yan to kung Bali, yan to kung Vietnam. Ang Vietnam is very affordable. Ang Bali po is affordable pero siya. Different na siya na lugar. Mula ginang iplano ko na sa mga negosyo. Ito siya, nakahapit pa ganit kung Singapore. And Singapore is very expensive. So, more bisag half day or overnight, may muagin, may tuyo ng mga aeroplano is muagin. Singapore, then mga tumingin ito, matulog, ingatan lang. So, just to experience it like let's say, first world country. Yeah, like for Yanni, for example, the experience and then the price. Yung namin kami sa Singapore, of course, very developed na. As part of the experience. But naman, may kinisado yun ko na makit ni Singapore. Kaya gusto ko makakit ko. Kaya gusto ko ma-experience ang progress. So, sa country, sa city niya, unexpectedly, without resources, develop kayo siya. And then, next factor there is, it's very expensive to live there. Mahal kayo siya. Mahal kayo, mo spend ka nito kung turista ka. But then, the experience, isang half day lang, overnight, ako na itong i-try, inana. So, sige ka, ambisyoso man, so, i-spend mo. Gusto mo ma-experience ka nga, bisag tubig sa tubig sa faucet, tubig sa kanang toilet, pwede nyo inom. Ano nga na ba? In the Philippines, yung ganapunan, libre ang tubig, public ka ng areas, na sila yung mga respect na parang sa water fountain, yung ganun ba? But when you go inside the restaurants, you go to the mall, makita ko water, kaya may water fountain, dining ka, libre ang tubig. Kaya lisod ang tubig sa ilang country. So that's part of the experience is mahal. Kung makita ka tubig kay basic o yung water, mahal kayo ang tubig dito. Compare sa, siguro pareha ng price. Parang nagpapalit ka o soft drinks or juice, na shake siguro. But kung ato ka public areas, ato ka airport, o ano yung mga fountain, pwede na ka tubig. Ato po sa hotel o sa budget hotel, pwede na pwede mo inumigikan sa faucet niya nasa toilet. Nga na, pagka-assured ka malipyo ang lugar. But, sa pag-adto na mong Bali, barato ra siya. Pa ng two factors sa having experience. Lagi ka-experience na pangitawag. And the next is ang price. Pag-adto na mo sa Bali, ang number one niya gingon sa mong friend. I don't know if friend to nga kanang kauban ako sa group or ang friend na ko na nakato ng Bali or nasa abroad, nakabadirate, basta nakaibaw na aware na automate Bali. Iwarn yung kumiya nga. Kung pamiyabot sa airport, ayaw pag basta-basta o yung tubig. Ikan sa faucet nga na sa hotel o sa kuminom kang tubig, palit yung mineral water, bottled water. Barato sa Bali, pero conscious ka kayo. Even the food, careful ka, okay. Hindi siya first world naman, but it's like the Philippines. Wapa siya, yung experience dito, yung experience dito, yung culture. But, dapat ang risk, sanitation, I think pwede na siya makonsider as third factor. Sanitation and security. Security, pwede na may na sanitation. Yung mga na ako myself, is it safe to go there? So, which includes sanitation and food, pagkaon ng tubig yung kay yung mga yung lawas sa mga kaya masakit ka ito, basig napakunan or mas-spend na pagkako nga. So, ito, ang Bali experience. So, from Singapore, ito mag-Indonesia, conscious ka sa tubig sa pagkaon. And then, Vietnam, it's very affordable also. But in terms of the food, wala naman po kayo yung kasi pagkakas sa food, tingnan na. But it was not like Singapore na pwede na pag-uulog sa CR. Tingnan na ba? Bilang technology and development dito is guaranteed ka na hindi ka mamahamak. When you drink your water, hindi ka sa faucet lang. But ngayon may resulti na ako hugaw ko yung isa niya. Pero ano mong kuhaan niya experience would be not like the Singapore. So, when you're Singapore, expensive, but hindi mo i-expect yung experience ito is makita ka sa lugar, malibero, pas-pas ang transportation, but expensive, taxing ka, so dapat ang public ng transportation. But, okay ng public transportation. Safe, yan. Safe ka man ito. Huwag ka man ito. Mato ka sa Bali, mato ka sa Vietnam, affordable siya, but in terms of safety, sanitation, yung mas dito ang Philippines, kaibilan but ma-miss ka sa Vietnam, ma-miss ka dito, kay for me, to experience na okay, wala na siya congested yung mga city. Wala ko na ano, na mag-blackout. Kaya very advanced ang okay mag-google lang doon sa ito. Mag-google map ra ka, mag-walk ka, hindi ka masaan. So ako mga friends, ako kayo mga buhaton. Nagka-check out. Kasi hindi siya para sa Singapore na ang traffic dito is bahilo na kayo. Hindi natin yung Vietnam. Mga motor, mga sakyan na binang motor or bike. Bisan pag lane na siya for pedestrian or lane na siya for bike or agyaan na din tao. Ang sakyan na is pwede din ka dito agyan. So, fast pace, you have to be careful. But ma-enjoy din mo ang fast pace. Okay, still it's very affordable na siya. Muna siyang mga lugar na peso is mas napo pa. So, dito ka experience, pag napon siya yung let's say downside, hindi ka pwede mag-expect any view, yan kasi ang security. Ngayon sa very expensive, but again, the experience, mapay mo pa yung taon niya. You as a Filipino, I don't experience this in my country. So, it's a half day, overnight, hindi ka din ako. So, kaya for me are the three factors: the experience, and of course the price, and then next would be security, which includes sanitation.